And now, live from Laurel, Maryland, USA, a world apart, it's snack time.
Hello, everybody. Have you ever read the Bible? Have you ever gone to Sunday school class? Have you ever heard of that scary little story about David and Goliath? Goliath was a mean old alcoholic giant, and David was a poor, hard-working, innocent young lad who was abused by Goliath. Well, sometimes life imitates the Bible, and today's David and Goliath update is about Terry and Dominic. Before I get into the battle, I'm going to tell you about the battlegrounds. Picture it. Dominic's Pizza Pub and Bar and Restaurant in Meadowwood Shopping Center. It was my first high school job, not my first job, but it was in the 11th grade, and I was a pizza chef. Now Dominic's, I don't want to call it a bar because it was a place of its own, like Oz. You see, almost all the customers, there's two types of customers that came into Dominic's. You had your sports fans who liked the mob, and you also had your drunken mailmen. But Snackboy, drunken mailmen, I don't understand what you mean! Well, drunken mailmen there's about 6 guys, and they were in Dominic's for about 5 hours a day, every single day, Monday through Friday, every month of the year, every year of their life. They came after work, they came on their lunch breaks, and they kind of looked like ZZ Top. All of them had the long beard, and all of them had the grayish hair, and most of them were about 5 pounds, which was weird because they ate pizza and drunk beer all day. And they all looked like they were already dead. And the only thing propping them up were their bony hands as they ate the pizza. Now, they sat near payphones, and the payphones would ring, and it would be their white trash, blonde-dyed-haired wives who always had, like, missing teeth. And they'd be like, "Is my husband there?" And I'd be like, "What's your husband's name, ma'am?" "Harvey, you should know my voice." And I would go, "Please hold." I'd be like, "Harvey, it's your wife." And he'd be like, "I'm sorry, ma'am, Harvey left for the night." And she'd be like, "Sure," and she'd hang up. But enough about Dominic's. Now let's talk about Dominic and Terry, David and Goliath. It was my first job, and let's just say I was a young, idealistic young guy, new to the world of hard work, maybe a little lazy, and Dominic was a bitter, 250-pound, greasy, dark Italian cigar aficionado who'd been staring at an oven for the last 50 years. And those two type of people don't always see eye to eye. Now, Dominic started out liking me. He even gave me a raise, but pretty soon Dominic started finding reasons to not like me. I was running the Keno machine, and I was also running the lottery machine, and I also had to make the pizzas. And if I was behind on pizzas or there was a line at the lottery machine, he'd be like, "What the hell are you doing, Crummit? Get over on the Keno machine!" And pepperoni, people. A man's pepperoni is not to be wasted. And Dominic was a stickler for pepperoni, and the magic number was 14. One day I was making a small pizza. I was just making and pouring my heart into every little bit of sauce. And as I put the last piece of pepperoni on, suddenly this huge cigar came out of nowhere, dripping ashes on the pepperoni pizza, and I heard his voice in my ear, and he leaned right into my ear, and he said, "How many pieces of pepperoni go on a Dominic small?" And I said, 15, Dominic. "And how many are on this pizza?" And I went, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And he went, 16. "And do you want to pay for that? If you put 1 extra piece of pepperoni on every pizza you make, and you make pepperoni pizza all day, you're going to put me in the poorhouse." And Dominic got worse as he would be drinking, and poor Snackboy had to clean the pots and pans in that dark, scary kitchen in the back. And I remember one night, I was whistling a happy tune and cleaning away, making those pots and pans just shine, just ready for a new day of cooking. And I was stacking the pans up, and I said, "You know what? Today I'm not going to dry them. I'm just going to let them drip dry." And as I was just merrily doing my thing, a pan whizzed by my head and crashed into the wall. bam! And I went, oh! And I turned around, and there was Dominic with a beer in one hand and a cigar in the other. And he said, oh, come here! You got a puddle in every pan! And of course, as opposed to being afraid, I started to see the way to get to Dominic was to stand up to him like a man to man. That's what he respected! Man to man! That's what he knew. So the next night he went, who drunk beer tonight? And I turned around and I said, I had a cup of beer, Dominic, and grabbed my balls just to prove my manliness. And he said, you're not supposed to drink free here. Everyone's got to pay. I said, yeah, but a guy's got to have his beer, right, Dominic? And he kind of raised his eyebrow and he said, yeah, a guy's got to have his beer, kid. And he patted me on the shoulder. And I felt that special bonding. And then later that night, I was cleaning the tables with cleaner, and he goes, who put so much cleaner on the tables? And I said, I did, Dominic. And he said, no, I don't like that much cleaner. On the tables, and, okay, I'll tell you the,